Hi there, folks. It's week 16 of my painting diary for 2021, and this was a biggie. And I'll get into that why it was a biggie right now. So, as you can see here in front of you, I have some 1860 Russian Bavarian dudes. This is from Wargames Atlantic. Now, why this is a biggie is because this is my first commission for them. As you may well know, Wargames Atlantic do a wide variety of miniatures in plastic and stuff. These are not plastic miniatures; these are 3D printed resin miniatures, as they are the sort of samples that get sent to me for the painting samples, and then I'll paint them up, and then they'll use them as promotional material for the box art and so on and so on. And I was very happy and excited to be on board with Wargames Atlantic to do some of their miniatures. And when I got the first package through to start working on some stuff, it was obviously lots of bits and pieces which I had to put together for these 10 dudes. And it was kind of funny because this period is unknown to me. As far as I was concerned, you go from Napoleonics to World War One. And so obviously then I saw a couple of guys doing some figures for this. Boots on the Table did from Eagle Miniatures, and JVC Paints have done some. So I was like, oh, these are starting to pop up now. And then all of a sudden these turn up. And I was like, oh, okay, this is a thing. Anyway, so I put the figures together to show off as many of the components as I can. So they're not, a cohesive force or anything like that. I've got a couple of guys here who are marching or standing at two. One with forage cap, one with normal helmet, the plinth helmet sort of thing. And you can see the mixture of different helmets, different poses. I even got the musician here. He's got the trumpet, but with the sword out, which is obviously not a normal thing. But I wanted to have the officer with a pistol and a pointing arm. So I try to use as many of the different components that came with the miniatures to demonstrate what you can do with the kit and what you can do with the components. So, for example, they come with the backpacks, the belt kits, the bayonets, things like that. This was a little more fragile than a plastic kit would be. So I had to be very careful, and I've had a couple of breakages and whatnot. But overall, I'm pretty happy. Obviously, the color scheme was based on what I could find online and what information I was given. So hopefully, is as close as I can get to the detail. But yeah, so there's 10 Bavarian Prussians, and I'm really excited to see what I could do next for Wargames Atlantic. This was a very exciting project, and I'm just excited. Let's see what else is coming up in the future. But for now, these are the Bavarians. That'll be out God knows when. They've got so many sets coming out, but these will be down later down in the future. But let's see what else I painted. So here we have some more Cthulhu miniatures that we're painting for what I believe is a roleplay project for a customer. I've done quite a few of these sort of Cthulhu miniatures for this customer already over the last year or so. So they're quite a variety of stuff. I did some of these, I think they're called Goat Spawn or something like that. I'm not sure. My Cthulhu mythos knowledge is not as high as it would like to be. But they kind of like sort of demonettes type thing. These were interesting. These are fish people. So they are, dressed normally like they would be in a little village. You got them sort of mayor, a fisherman, a guy in a raincoat. And we got a fisherman lady here chopping up some fish. I think these are from Crooked Dice Games. I'm not 100% sure. I've still got to do the eyes on them. But as usual, I always leave the eyes and stuff like that to last. Get Carla to finish them off. So you got some 4 fishermen here, you got these 2 Demonet ladies, and then you got these figures over here. So I'm pretty sure that this miniature is from Privateer Press, and he's from the Menoth faction. but I'm not 100% sure. It just looks like it, so I'm pretty sure that this is where that's from, but I could be wrong. These two, on the other hand, I'm not sure. I would venture to guess from Hassle Free or Heresy, one of those places. But they're pretty cool. They're kind of like cultists, but they got goat masks on. They're not goat-headed people. They're ladies, and nice. So there's a few more miniatures there for that, and it was quite interesting to do these. These I've done before, and these are done to the specifications that you wanted before, but these ones I had more free reign on. And obviously everything comes on, I had to put them onto the clear bases. Some of them were easier to do than others, because obviously some of the, like these demon spawn, are really soft metal, so they're really tricky to get onto the base without bending the miniatures and so on. But overall, there we got another, what's that, 9 miniatures for this Cthulhu roleplay. And that's not all for this week. I've got a few more things. And of course, no week would be complete without some more undead halfling skeletons. So this is for my own personal project. So I got a unit of 12 halfling skeletons. These miniatures are from TT Combat, and they go with the rest of my halfling army that I've been working on over the last few weeks and months. This is just a unit of bowmen. Bowmen are generally great in the undead world, but I always like having a mixture of units of cavalry, infantry, and ranged, and characters, and so on. So this will be no different for this. I think I've got so far now 2 units of spears, a unit of bows, a unit of cav, and I've got a wizard and a hero painted up. So that's a nice start to the army. I can now start adding some elements like werewolves and wolves and bats and things like that. Overall, these were very much similar to the spearman models in that just basic little halfling skeleton dudes. Obviously these ones had bows. I tried to mix up the banners so that they have different symbols and so on. I actually did a different technique on the armor for this one, which I like better, which is annoying because that makes me want to go back and fix the armor on some of the other stuff. So I do it similar to this, which is slightly annoying. But overall, I think that's everything I have now for the halflings, for the undead halflings. In terms of actual in my possession, I think I've got one more character left to paint. But other than that, I've painted everything I own for this. So I just noticed recently that they brought out a zombie cockatrice. That's got to be on the list. And maybe some werewolves, maybe some heavy infantry. I don't know, something like that. But yeah, so that's all I've painted for this week. I say that's all. It's still quite a few things. I mean, we've got 12 undead here, where there's 9 Cthulhu figures, the 10 Wargames Atlantic figures. So, been a busy boy. And it's on to this week with some more painting stuff. And thanks for watching. Now that we're out of lockdown, I can actually get to doing some battle reports. Actually played a game recently, which was fun. And hope to be playing some more. So, I'll see you guys on the battlefield. Bye-bye.